comes via Redmond Pi online as back in spring of 2016, and we made only brief mention of it in some of the related headlines towards the end of a New World Next Week episode. Spring 2016, when Apple refused to unlock an iPhone 5C for the authorities following the San Bernardino incident in December 2015. The company made the argument that if created a tool for opening up an encrypted iPhone, then it would create the potential for that tool to fall into the wrong hands and ultimately make iPhone encryption obsolete. The FBI disagreed and went ahead and found someone else to do the hacking, Israeli firm Cellebrite. Now, in a turn of events that have more than a hint of irony to them, Cellebrite has now had their own servers hacked, with most parts of that iPhone hacking tool leaked now out on the web. A report by Motherboard cites a source who hacked into a remote Cellebrite server and stole 900 gigs of data, including evidence that Cellebrite also works for countries like Russia, Turkey, and UAE. I feel like I've maybe heard those countries mentioned in the news recently. James, this story happened a few weeks ago, or at least we hear about it a few weeks ago, and now this is slowly kind of catching your interest and everyone else's interest as well. What makes you hit up on this story right now?
Well, I think this is just particularly interesting given that we've just now seen the confirmation of Jeff Sessions as Attorney General, and as people know who are watching my recent interviews, like the one with Derek Brose, where Jeff Sessions has talked about the need to put backdoors into things, and who is very much a supporter of the iPhone incident that we saw last year with the San Bernardino thing and the U.S. government trying to get Apple to force the door open. Of course, we now know they went with Cellebrite to so they didn't have to force it legally, but this is exactly why you do not want to put backdoors into software or hardware so that the government can have their backdoor access, is because that access will be discovered by others. And now it's out there. It's out in the wild. So this super secret way that the government was able to unlock iPhones, hey, now it's out there, and presumably out there on the black market, and will be used by criminals. Surprise, surprise. Surprise of absolutely no one. This is why you do not want to purposefully weaken security.